Good morning and welcome back to Universal Studios Hollywood.
Today we're taking a look at how Universal Studios Hollywood will look like in the month of July.
So let's get rolling.
Cali Kush, pase blanc, Cali Kush, quiero fumar, Cali Kush, dime na, 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 na.
It's July now, and it's also very clear that the June gloom is officially over. It's becoming warmer and warmer each day, and I'm gonna show you how to beat the heat.
So my go-to spot when I need to beat the heat and avoid the sun entirely is right behind Three Broomsticks. This is a nice and shady spot for you to grab a drink and relax, maybe even grab some food from Three Broomsticks. Now let's talk about the theme park crowds. In the month of July, because everyone is officially out of school, you should expect larger crowds and larger families entering the theme park. In result of this, we're expecting sold out theme park days and long lines.
Behind me, they're currently in the process of taking down both the animal actors and special effects show for a future project. Universal still hasn't announced on what it could be, but we think it might be a roller coaster. They've been testing roller coaster sounds throughout the entire theme park to test out audio levels, so that gives us a good hint that they're going to be building a roller coaster right behind us. But we still don't know. But since the last time we were here at the park, they've done a lot of work tearing down special effects. I wouldn't be surprised within the next 2 to 3 weeks that we see this entire area completely flattened out. Over here on the second floor of the Jurassic World ride,
they've set up a pop-up bar to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the first Jurassic Park film.
As you guys can see, it is very popular. They offer 3 drinks that you could also get at Isla Nublar, including Bird of Paradise, Tiki Thai, and Jurassic Water.
And to continue the 30th anniversary celebration, the Production Central store over in City Walk has received a Jurassic Park overlay and offers all sorts of Jurassic Park merchandise, including limited edition items that you can only get at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'd highly recommend visiting this pop-up store if you plan to visit City Walk Hollywood.
They also have a fair share of Back to the Future merchandise in here, including this really cool mug that has the hoverboard as the handle. Just a few weeks ago, Universal announced their first Horror Nights announcement of the year. They said that The Last of Us, the video game, is coming to this year's event. They're making their very first haunted house based on a video game, and I'm so excited for it. As you guys can see, they've already started a lot of work on constructing this haunted house. John Murdy, one of the lead creative directors of Halloween Horror Nights, announced that there's going to be a lot of iconic scenes that we'll see throughout the haunted house. We'll see the bloater, which is the giant zombie monster, and of course we'll see the iconic clickers throughout the haunted house. And those will probably be the main things that are scaring us throughout the maze. Based on the facade of the haunted house, it seems like they're going to be heavily inspiring it over the Pittsburgh quarantine area that you could actually find inside of the video game. There's a lot of clues that just kind of give this one off. Now, speaking of The Last of Us, we've made our way into the Universal Studios Hollywood store because they have brought a ton of t-shirts to promote The Last of Us Haunted House, which is coming to this year's event. I honestly love the design on the t-shirt. Typically, they'd bring us some darker colored t-shirts, but this year they're going a little different. They brought this white t-shirt with a really nice design. We obviously have the silhouette of a clicker over here, and then the main characters of The Last of Us video game. And the other haunted house that was announced for this year's Horror Nights was Chucky, and they have a ton of Child's Play merchandise. Although the haunted house that was announced for this year's Horror Nights will be based on the TV show Chucky. We still don't have official haunted house merchandise, but they do have a ton of Child's Play merchandise displayed. Also, speaking of merchandise, they have brought a ton of new merchandise, and I really like how they set this up. I think Universal's goal now with their merchandise is to turn it into everyday wear. Take their brand and put it on clothing that people could wear basically anywhere. Now you don't have to only wear Universal merchandise at the theme park, you could basically take this anywhere. They also have some really nice bags, and this isn't usually typical for Universal to do, but they also now offer sweatpants inside of the store. On top of that, they have some really great sweaters and hats. And here we obviously have some special 4th of July characters. We have a bunch of stilt walkers, which look awesome. I love this addition to the park, and I can't wait to see more of it. This is so awesome. So I know it doesn't look like I'm at Minion Cafe, but I went over to Minion Cafe and grabbed the watermelon spit. It's actually one of Universal's first secret menu items, It has watermelon syrup in there and a candy watermelon on top. It looks really, really good, so I'm gonna try it out. It's actually really, really good. I want to try that watermelon on top. That looks so good. Oh wow. It tastes almost exactly like watermelon, but with sugar coated all over it. It's good. It's good. Very, very sour, but it is good. And of course, I had to grab the bacon ranch and mac and cheese from Minion Cafe. This is my go-to meal every time I come to Universal. By the way, I'm not eating at Minion Cafe right now because the entire seating section was full. In fact, all of the plaza seating was full, so I just came over to 3 Broomsticks. It was pretty risky holding the watermelon drink, but I did okay. I didn't spill much.
If you're planning to visit the theme park between now and July 16, over in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, they have a special meet and greet for you. Nightly at around 8 o'clock, Death Eaters start to roam around Hogsmeade and start to interact with elements around you. I thought this was a really cool and unique experience that you could see over here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I would highly recommend checking them out because they're so awesome. They are arguably one of the greatest character interactions you could find inside of the theme park at the moment. Not only can you interact with them, but they also appear every so often to do a little show.
And an even easier way to cool off is the Waterworld show. One of my favorite shows inside of the park. Actually, it's the only show in the theme park, but this is one of my favorite theme park shows.
I didn't hear that. We'll try again. How we all doing today? There we go. That's. Make sure it's well hydrated. Hey, what do you got? It's a woman. It looks like it's Helen. Return signal. What's the gate?
Close the gates. Back. Keep a lookout.
Tired.
Come help me.
Where's it at? Your turn. Where'd you come by?
To Dryland.
Dryland is a myth.
No, it's not a myth. I've been there. It's our salvation. We can all start new lives on Dryland. But we have to hurry. Thinking I can smokers are after me.
Helen, get to that tower, hurry. Back to the door. Hey, Washington! Incoming from the south! You're there! Let's go! Out, get on that gate! Let's play. What you got up there, boys?
We got an A-caller, and he's got dirt.
He's got dirt, and I need to find dry land. So the game's called The First One Who Talks Lives.
You leave him alone. He doesn't know anything.
Well, that just made you the winner. Helen, don't tell him anything. And that guy, the loser, drop him!
Let's keep on coaching at high speed.
1 second, Helen. Shoot him!
He's gone.
What does that mean?
He's gone under the water.
Nah, we're there. say you could leave. You! Take his head off, take his head off. Take his head off! He's got water. He's kicking on back. Waterworld celebrate the birth of a nation. Jurassic is my destiny.
Hey, Deacon!
Hey, what? No! No! Helen, no! How could you not? The Mariner! The Mariner! The Mariner!
That will ultimately wrap up our day here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. I'm JP, and how they say in the movies, that's a wrap.